pleasant. Here we go. Get some milk. Okay. Good shot. Thank you.
Hello, and welcome to Frank Discussion. Today's our fourth installment. As you can see, we just moved into a new studio. It's the exact replica of our old studio, but there's noticeable differences. You know, we're still in the process of building the whole thing, and so little by little we'll get more comfortable in this new setting. But my Tom is going to be about to say he should be here any second, but he.
Wait a minute.
Just step
I'm
over.
caught on something.
Yeah,
Okay, I
same
can't
thing
figure.
happened to me. As I was walking in before, ripped my pants on. You know, I was climbing to the wall. And
Okay, I'm
pants,
gonna
pants.
what I'm gonna try to do is go around if you don't mind.
Yeah.
So just give me a second. Move that, guys. Can you move that? It's the wall. Watch out. The wall. The wall's moving. Give me a second. Oh, I can't.
If your jacket's caught, just give it to him. Give him,
hold on a
give
second.
him the jacket.
I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna go through the side window.
Sorry about taking so long. Like I said, this is Frank Discussion. It's an open forum talk show. We're brought to you live from Studio 3. We used to be in the heart of this flourishing Sheldon business district, but now we're all the way out in Middle Island, like by near Church Street. I'm sure the studio looks familiar. I'm just waiting for Tom. I can't do anything till Tom gets in.
Thanks, guys. Okay, how you doing, man?
Yeah, it's hard to get up so early when your co-host is not there. Yeah. Just for the.
I can't go into the other side. There's an alarm on it.
Oh,
We have everything alarmed. Got bars on everything too.
Yeah, yeah. New studio, have bars and everything.
Oh, man.
Okay. All set?
Yeah.
You have a good sleep?
Oh, yeah, it's nice out. It's pretty good weather we've had.
Really great weather. The weather finally broke. You know, it's finally spring. You know, I don't know if it's officially spring yet, but it's starting to feel like it.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
Usually I'm wearing a tie and stuff, but it's too damn nice out to start wearing a tie, so I'm just casual look.
Yeah, when you point out the rip,
I know.
I noticed you're going with a whole new casual look here. What's that all about?
Well, I figure I already have the audience and stuff. I mean, it's a talk show. With Frank Discussion, we're supposed to be two guys just hanging out, talking, discussing, you know.
Because I, on the other hand, I upgraded to a new jacket. We're gonna have sponsors on the next show. You know, like all those big talk show hosts, Johnny Carson, Letterman, they all, you know, it says wardrobe provided by whoever.
We already have
And
Scott.
I'm gonna now. I have actually people competing. Who's gonna sponsor me? I have between the Ministries and Salvation Army. I don't know who's gonna provide my wardrobe at this point.
Yeah, we're back to the Scotch, so.
Okay, good man.
We're already poured. We don't have to even start pouring anymore.
Okay,
Our
good.
staff is doing everything for us now. Full glass. We just figured why even go through little glasses one after another.
Oh man.
Okay. I like to start the show basically by saying, if anyone watched last week, we had on a local artist from Selden. Her name was Miss Joy Hill. So, and we at the end of the interview, we happened to she makes trash. She makes art out of trash. She makes art out of trash.
She calls herself a trash artist.
Trash
That's
art,
right.
trash engineer, if you remember correctly from last week. So, and we said we were going to do an interview and a remote shot of her house, you know, because she said her whole house was done up with things she found from the trash. So we asked her if we can film her house, and she said okay. And we sent you out. Did you do the?
Yes, I did. I went to her house, and it's true. It's a really nice place. It's interesting. Gave me a lot of ideas. She fixed a lot of things. I'd rather not even talk about it. I think the tape itself.
We have a tape.
Yeah, it gives you a full picture. We didn't, due to time constraints, we really couldn't do a full.
Yeah,
you know.
it's still a long tape.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, it's a lot, but.
Okay, so let's just cut to the tape.
Okay.
Oh, barrel?
Yeah.
The barrel scrounged.
Really?
That came from down the street. There's a man who has a chicken. He has chickens and different things. He throws out barrels and tools and different crazy things. And it's right down the street. I scrounged the barrel. And this is from the pharmacy, the Zeldin Pharmacy dumpster. I thought, you know, nice little crate, you can use it. Everything is scrounged. These baskets are scrounged. You know, they were on the street.
That's very, very nice.
And this is a whole set, which I scrounged when I was out with Rich. And it comes with instructions and everything. Of these ball,
Wow, that's very nice.
you know, the things that you use to make jellies and everything.
Yeah.
And it comes with instructions.
You start doing your preserves, put that in the basement.
Freezer book and
Tells you how to do
everything.
it. That's really great.
You know, and scrounge this all the time.
So some things I just don't understand why people throw them out.
Well,
They have a
you
use.
see,
They'll always have a use.
they were silly to throw this out because they didn't realize that these ball jars are like antiques now. So they just didn't realize things like that. These weren't scrounged, but this was scrounged.
Really?
That comes from Stony Brook.
I would have thought
The other way around?
Yeah.
No. I know, this looks raggy. However, this was scrounged from Stony Brook, you know, around the street during springtime when they throw everything out. That's when that was scrounged, okay? And the curtain rods, by the way, were scrounged.
Well, that was very thoughtful of them.
Wasn't that good? No, it wasn't.
Oh, it wasn't the same thing? Oh,
Two
okay.
separate trips.
Oh, okay.
Okay? One time we got a bunch of curtain rods, and you know, next time we got curtains. This little fellow, some things are like part scrounged, part craft store or something like that. The background is from the craft place. The ducks were scrounged and placed on there. The solitary thing was found on the street during spring cleanup. And this is a complete scrounge. This is sort of like an antique vase. This is
Yeah, it's
kind of
very
interesting. Here, the basket was scrounged, and these three little eggs. See, a lot of times people throw out holiday decorations. They just get tired of them, you know. So out they go, and along comes a person like myself and scrounges them.
Or
The table came with 2 legs. I added 2 legs
really?
to it, yeah. The chairs all were scrounged. That was one complete trip. This is a little sewing basket. It was scrounged. Another basket was scrounged. This was right by a dumpster on Middle Country Road.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not. And the basket was scrounged, but I put these plastic flowers were a gift. Some lady from a garage sale said, "Oh, you're moving into a house, how nice. Come into my garage and I'll give you everything you have." And she gave me all this stuff. So this was a gift, you know. And, you know, nothing is perfect, like, look at this. But, you know, you can always glue it. These scrounges are usually broken. But, you know, so what, right?
Well, you could actually get rid of that side because you got this side.
True. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
It's really going to fall apart now, but that's all right.
Next week's project.
Right.
They're very nice. These aren't.
Yeah, they're scrounged except for that. That's the craft shop thing. These are all scrounged. Somebody threw them out, you know, grandma's dishes or something. But they were all scrounged at different times. But, you know, sometimes you find something that's not shiny, and it looks all dull, so you shine it up, and there you have a surprise.
Right.
A nice little copper dish, right?
And it all has like the colors. It all goes.
Right.
Like, nice little theme.
Well, that's my blue theme. I threw out a lot of dishes that didn't match. I had to have everything matching, see. So, you know, all the blue ones are up here, and white too. And, you know, well, you know, little things. Maybe the other candlestick broke. Maybe that's why they threw this out. But, you know, there I kept it, a little shot glass with a scrounged flower.
A lot of them have like the different stories from different locations. You remember where you found all this stuff, right?
These are mostly local things, this stuff right here. In other words, I found them right here in Center H and Selden.
Wow.
People just, you know, like spring
So-
cleanup, they just tossed everything out on the
So can you
street.
imagine in richer areas what could be out there?
Right.
Like Altair or...
Well, believe it or not, sometimes the richer people don't throw so much stuff out.
They say
I
that.
don't know. No, well, I can't say that, really. I think they do too. But anyway. And, oh, this, by the way, the entire cabinet Greg, the first homeless man, scrounges for me, and we just put little, you know, I have a bunch of nicks on it. We put a little nail polish, brown nail polish on all the nicks, and it works great.
And how did he bring this here? With the shopping cart? He put that on top of it?
No, Greg, the homeless man, he has a car now and everything, and he has, you know, he has a car, but he did have moments when he didn't have money for rent. He even lived in an abandoned house for a while. You know?
Our studio. That's where our studio is.
In an
It's an
abandoned
house. That's exactly right.
Maybe Greg lives there. Who knows? Flowers, dried flowers.
See, that looks like something that you'd buy. You know, like a pergament or something to decorate your house. It looks so nice.
Right. And the mirror. This is what I got to tell you about the mirror right here. This, when I say it's near a dumpster, I mean it's like this was situated right next to the dumpster. Somebody had dumped an old mirror or something. You know, they didn't know what to do with it. It has a few missing pieces, but you know, I can paint that gold. And
yeah, I didn't even notice it until you pointed it out. But it's nice.
I can put it in. But it's an old antique mirror, so you know, in a cave into my collection. Every single solitary thing is either a gift or scrounged, with the exception of the curtains, which I bought, and these.
Oh, that's not fair now. Now you're buying the curtains, see?
That's true.
See,
these curtains I bought.
But you're going to replace them probably with something.
You're right. If I get something that blends in with the color, I will get rid of them. You're absolutely right. Okay, however, the paintings, all these paintings, even these little craft things, these three things right here, these little mushroom designs, this is the same trip, you know, when I was waiting at the bus stop, and this lady with this beautiful house has great taste, I think, you know, throws stuff out. Believe me, when she throws things out, I take it immediately.
I listen, yeah, like that.
You know, because Greg, the homeless man's room, right here. This man actually rented from me, and he decided that I gave him like freedom to do this because he was an artist, see. So I let him design this room any way he wanted. And he wanted to make it look like, you know, kind of like a woodsy look or rustic or something like. He made it look like it was a homeless person's room, all right? So he put, you know, a lot of stuff he found and scrounged out on the street, and old tools and things like that, and, you know, different things he found around. He nailed them all up on the wall. This is from, there's a man's house right down the street, and threw out his old saws. The man who had the chicken, not all these saws, just these shorter ones. The chicken, man who had the chicken coop place, he threw out his old saws in the garbage, and we hung them all up for our walls, all right? But these things, he told me he scrounged these in the woods somewhere or something. These saws he found, and he recognized them as being old antique things, so he picked them up, and he put them on the wall. And every time he found an old tool or something, he'd say, "Oh, Miss Hill, I have something for the room. So, you know, let me add it. I have to add this thing, and where we're going to put it." And, you know, he'd place all these different things all over. Well, he's very fussy, like, you know, everything has to go in a certain spot, you know. He's like the old snowshoes and stuff, you know. And this he did himself. He found in back of the woods. Somebody had thrown it out. It looked like a mess, you know what I mean? But he took a hold of it. He put salt behind it. He tanned it. He said it was great for the wall in the room, so...
Oh, that's great talent.
He did that.
No, but...
When he left my house, Greg didn't immediately get a place to stay. He had to stay in an abandoned house. The abandoned house was over on Portion Road. Now, what he did, though, and he had, you know, sleeping bags and stuff, and it was freezing. He left in October, all right? But he found some stuff from over there, so he brought it over for, quote-unquote, the room, you know, the rustic room, this room. So this table, I mean, this chair right here comes from that house, the abandoned house.
Looks old.
This, yes, a kind of a bar stool or something. This thing, this is just a design. He found these necklaces, he put those on top. This is a jar that, you know, like a thing he found in there, and you know what's inside?
No, what is that?
That's an ossified mouse.
Oh, really?
Yep. That's what's inside the jar there. Look at that. It doesn't, you know, there's no odor or anything. It's hard as a rock.
That's really interesting. It looks like the whiskers are moving.
A little bit from that.
It's so weird when you take a good look at it.
Yes, but isn't it hard? Look what this poor mouse got trapped in there. It's been in there for years.
Oof.
You can imagine such a thing.
Now in the cartoons, they get out somehow.
Right, but
That's
this mouse never got out.
Never got out.
And these are little, like feet, you know, that he found off some old furniture. These little brass feet.
Very interesting.
Yeah, aren't they interesting?
Yeah.
Now, see, he has an artistic mind, and, you know, everything is more scrounged.
And they
This
even
came
go
from
with the
Nissaquag. Nissaquag, they're Williamsburg curtains, I want you to know.
Wow,
They were
these are
out
pretty.
there rotting off. They were just changing their decorations, and
Very pretty.
they're expensive curtains, believe it or not. And the lamp over here, I found the lamp was rich. One night we were out scrounging, and I had a fight with his grandmother. His grandmother wanted the lamp.
Oh,
And
she did?
yeah, she wanted the lamp, and I just kept it in here, you know.
I see you have guns up there. That old one gun looks very old.
Yes, these are like old guns. Some of them were found in the woods and things like that, you know, like this one.
So they might have a little history to them.
Right? And this,
No.
look, see these things? These are old door. This is part of a door lock, an old door lock.
Wow.
And like an old knife and a sharpener.
That's amazing.
Old, and this is part of the lock too, I guess. It looks like a little fire hydrant or something. There's a turtle shell that's found.
That looks like one that's been through war. Look at it. You
I know,
did
that
something
was
with that.
the war, yes.
Yeah, it looked like a
These are
helmet.
some kind of transformers, I forget now. But those were collected from the woods and things. This scrounged lamp was rich. I said, that's all right, the rust goes with the room, you know?
I don't know about that lampshade though. That looks a
Well, I just put that
wee
out
bit
there.
small there. I don't.
Yeah, it is a little small. My son was complaining there's too many lamps in this room, so I thought I'd be discreet, you know? I'd hide this
Hide it,
lamp,
you did.
you know? That was it, you know? And this thing, you know, little ships are on top of it. We've got a little hot plate that was scrounged with an Indian design.
That's very nice.
Mhm. And all the feathers were collected at different times and put in that crazy jar there.
Is he still on Long Island? Is he?
Greg?
Have you
Yes,
heard
he's
from
still
him recently?
around, right.
Oh, maybe
Uh-huh.
he'll see his room.
Yeah, he'd
Awesome.
be amazed,
That
right?
would
He's
be
already been on TV already. They took photographs of him when he had a woods retreat. And I think he used to go hunting. He might have found these, you know, all these antlers he probably found in his bottle collection. And helmets are things he collects. You know, didn't really find them.
Helmets are like
This
Theater
was found,
3 would
though.
love to have those helmets.
This was found. Rich and I found this. Rich, the second homeless man, he found an eagle, and these baskets were found. And this is a contraption, you know. This is a hat that was made with a raccoon thing over it and put in a basket. I mean, it was a lot of
I thought
fun.
it was sleeping there.
Stuff, you know.
April, was that the original spelling of April? Is it the Old English spelling for the month April, or is?
No, I think it's the person's name, Billy or something. I don't know.
Oh, Aprilli, okay.
I'm guessing.
Yes,
I don't know.
It could be his first name, I
Right.
wouldn't
But the
think.
pictures were scrounged too. See that thing with the, it fits right in, kind of a ship scene over there?
Oh, yeah.
That's found right on the street.
And these things, where did these things, I think,
What
get all
things?
your camouflage stuff,
Oh, well, see, he makes,
that old light.
right, this is his own camouflaging that he puts on there. He camouflages everything. So he takes these old army things and he paints on here with spray paints and different designs and everything, and he comes out with this handmade camouflage stuff.
Probably from when he had that woods retreat, I would think.
No, what it is he wishes that he could have gone in the service, and he was never able to. And so, you know, it's just a desire, so he decided to be a serviceman's collector anyway, you know. So he has a lot of their camouflage stuff.
Miss Hill, what is that thing right there?
What thing?
These things.
Those things? I thought somebody told me what these were. Missile launchers or something? Oh, missile launchers.
They were scrounged in the garbage, right? They look like they're...
No, they're not scrounged in the garbage. I think this is from a garage sale or something.
Oh.
This is like part of Greg's collection of army stuff.
Oh, you have even more stuff over here.
Right.
We didn't even
And,
get to.
oh, this, you asked me, you know, there's so much stuff in this room you wouldn't believe,
I know,
right?
I just started to see
Wait a
all the
moment.
different weapons.
Everything is
Like
gotten off the street in this room. Even the, well, see this thing right here?
Mhm.
All right, remember I told you that Patrick, the disabled man, the man who was deaf,
Right.
comes by and does little errands for me, you know, and fixes things. Well, we had 2 trees like this, you know, 2 brass trees. We were going to throw one out and keep the parts from one and just come up with one big one. So that's what we did, you know. And he fixed this all up for me, and I gave him a few bucks to repair.
Do you have to, when you throw something out, do you have to label it? Like, do you do not want, so that it won't be brought back to you by one of these people?
No, nobody brings anything
if it's out
back.
front,
If it's out front, it can be gone in 2 seconds. Believe me. But this thing is unusual. See this little doll right here? This doll, there was a house down the street. This older man lived in this house way down at the end of the road.
John Esposito?
I don't know who this was, but all I know is this older man lived there by himself. And before the place was fixed up, there's a new young couple living there now. The place burned. The place burned.
Really?
Now, everything was destroyed except for a few things were placed out in the front. This was full of charcoal and dirt.
You're kidding me, and you cleaned it up.
And I said, this is a nice doll. I mean, I said, you know, it's in one piece. I mean, it was nude. It didn't have a thing on it, you know. But
And still, no one...
But nobody
snatched
picked it up because it was filthy. I mean,
Really?
it was terrible. It was full of soot
I can picture it, yeah.
from the fire, okay? Now, but I said, you know, maybe this is like a historical thing. You know, one of the first residents who lived here, you know, had this doll in his place or something, and why don't I clean it up and see what it would look like, you know? And I could buy it clothes and different things, and I put on one of my, I used to have wigs and different things. That's one of my old wigs. I put it on the doll, you know? And these things are stuff I scrounged. Believe it or not, I found a pair of shoes for it that fit perfectly.
That's really
in
amazing.
the trash, believe it or not. Isn't that amazing?
I thought you found the whole thing just the way, because
I didn't find it the way it is
it looks
at
right.
all. This thing was a different scrounge, you know, these leggings things. But I cleaned it all up. I mean, I scrubbed it. I scrubbed it down and you know, got a little outfit and everything. And
Like a curly Sue.
Yeah.
It looks pretty good, right?
It looks very, very nice.
And so you can stand right here next to the thing, and somebody might even think it's a little girl.
When I first walked in here, it caught my attention.
Yeah, I know. There's this little girl. It's so lifelike, right?
With the hair. You might think it's your daughter with the same
I
hair.
know, it's right, yeah. The whole thing is dark.
Blonde hair.
I know.
Man, I'm so wasted.
Okay, so audience, did you find that interesting? I mean, I found that very interesting. I mean, the whole house
great.
is just, yeah. Well, you always got to go to the house. I wish I could have been there to see that stuff up close. Well, we're getting really.
Yeah, we don't really have much time.
And we have ourselves on a new spot. We have first sponsor. So
next week we're gonna have a couple.
we have to wrap this just to get to our sponsor, and we have to go to a commercial break. Okay, so.
All right, but I wanted to ask you this new look.
I'll explain that when we get back from the commercial break.
Okay.
All right, so.
Area today doing a really big promotion on women's and men's designer fragrances. Everything at least half off. What's your favorite? Out of White Diamonds, Giorgio Red, Obsession, and others. For men, I got Cool Water, Jacquard, Eternity, and a lot more. Give me a call, my name. Have a great day.
To the talent showcase on Island Cable.
And Tom brought to my attention the fact, with the casual look.
Yeah.
Well, it all seems I'm going to be starting there's going to be a new show coming onto cable. It's called Talent, what is the name of the show?
Talent Showcase?
Yeah, that's it. Talent Showcase. This shit
I don't know what this is.
it's good.
I've been away from drinking for, since
As I said, we're going to be starting a new show called Talent Showcase, where I'll be hosting, and I'm going to be showcasing live band. I'm going to be showcasing local talent bands all across Long Island. So anyone who's interested can get hold of me through the, even through the Frank Discussion Studios, because I'm still around here. The number's still the same. It's 696-5677. So just get hold of us if you want to be showcased. So it'll be Talent Showcase.
We did have a call from someone.
Yeah, we did have a couple. We have gotten, a lot of calls. The Frank Discussion response has been great. Our viewers, thank you. You guys have been great.
We're gonna start playing some of the.
The other day, I guess the other night, I got this is a funny story. It has nothing to do with anything we just said, but it's just the other night, a friend of mine, she just bought a car, Well, I found a car for her. She just registered it, so I was taking her out to the beach so she can drive in the parking lot because it was standard shift. I would teach her how to drive. So driving, we hadn't even put the stickers on the window yet. Driving down William Floyd Parkway, and there's two cops driving next to us, two female cops, cute. And they ended up, they pulled us over because of the stickers. They ran everything, whatever.
Feels so good.
Can you hold out just to the end of the show?
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, they just pulled us over, and they ran a check and everything. She's like, I'm not gonna get any surprises, am I? When she's reading my license and stuff. So, basically,
I just want to lay down a little bit.
Just,
if you don't mind.
No, I know. With the move and everything, it's just been like really.
I didn't eat anything this morning. Shouldn't have drank it so
She
fast.
pulled us over. So I wanted to thank the officer because she didn't give us tickets. She realized, we just registered the car. We hadn't even had a chance. She gave me a scraper so I could scrape the old stickers off the window so I can put the new ones on. So my name is Officer Goldstein. So plus I have to say, if Debbie wasn't in the car with me, I would have been hitting on you. Well, even though you're all cop and stuff, you're cute. I just had to say it. So I hope you're not.
I'm not gonna be able to drive home. You're gonna have to drive me home, I think.
I'm okay to drive, so.
Oh, I don't even have a license.
Okay. Well, it seems like we've come to the end of another show, so let me wrap this up by saying, frank discussion.
Mama.
Where we discuss what you discuss. You okay? Frank discussion, where we discuss what you discuss.
I feel good.
If you want, you can write to the station, care of Frank Discussion, P.O. Box 330, Selden, New York, 11784. Or you can give us a ring at 696-5677. Frank Discussion, where we discuss what you discuss.